Aulani Resort and Spa, located in the lovely Ko'olina area of Oahu, provides some of the most unique dining in all of the island. Being a Disney resort, you are going to find food items here that you will find nowhere else in the world. If you're planning a trip to Aulani, let me share with you all you have to look forward to. Or even if you aren't planning a trip here, see all you can dream about for a future stay. Welcome to The Savvy Sightseer, the channel that helps you travel savvy. The restaurants here are unlike other resorts because this is a Disney property. You have a variety of choices, with some being walk-up, quick service, and needing to make sure you make reservations the second those reservation windows open. With so many options, you never have to leave this resort. I was going to include these options in my video all about Aulani, but with so many options and also the extra tips you really need to know how to navigate these restaurants, they deserved their own video. But if you want to know more about Aulani as a whole resort, make sure to watch my other video that's all about Aulani. Now, I want to start with the most popular restaurant in all of Aulani, and if not one of the most popular restaurants in all of Oahu, and that is Ama Ama. This restaurant overlooks the lagoon, is quite expensive, and you definitely need reservations. You can possibly try to walk up and see if they have anything available on the day of, as I have heard it's happened, but if you have your heart set on eating here, you must make reservations 30 days in advance when the reservation window opens. I really wanted to dine here, but the cost was too much to justify for food that my kids probably wouldn't have eaten much of or even enjoyed. If you have younger kids, you could also make reservations for your kids to be at Auntie's Beach House during the time you have reservations at Ama Ama and just go by yourselves. Our kids are too old for Auntie's, so unfortunately, Ama Ama was out for us. The second most popular restaurant is Makahiki. This restaurant is popular because of its character breakfast. You are served a 3-course breakfast while characters roam around you. We didn't dine here either because, again, with our kids being older, the cost wasn't worth it for us. But if this is something you think your kids would enjoy, you will want to make reservations 30 days out, just like Ama Ama. And if I'm being honest, I didn't necessarily see the value in eating at that character breakfast. I saw long lines to take pictures with certain characters, and it didn't seem like there were a ton of characters there at once. But if your kids really want to see them, then definitely try it out. I love being able to share with you all of my research, experiences, and tips I have learned while traveling. If you are finding this video helpful, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment, and check the notifications for more savvy travel tips. I really appreciate your support so I can keep sharing with you all these savvy sightseeing ideas. Now next up is the Olo Room, which is essentially connected to Makahiki. This is a lounge and bar that serves sushi. We went here, and the outdoor seating next to the koi pond seemed to have better views than Makahiki. The drinks here were unique, and the presentation is unmatched. Can you find the hidden Mickeys? The food here was fresh, and the desserts were some of the best we have ever had, honestly. The brownie was warm and filled with chocolate, and the Kona coffee cheesecake was to die for. And again, the presentation was unlike any other with the little Disney touches. It really just kind of made me giddy finding those Mickeys. To top it off, there was live music providing the perfect ambiance to such a perfect setting. Now, one thing that was great about this restaurant is even though it felt more upscale, it did not require reservations, so we were able to just walk up and get a table right away. Also, side note, please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing certain Hawaiian names and words correctly. I did try asking whenever I could on how to pronounce things, so I really am trying my best. If I don't say something right, please feel free to correct me in the comments. If you're looking for something a bit more laid back, there is a restaurant called Off the Hook. This particular restaurant is located next to the Waikahole pool. You can either eat here at one of the outdoor tables for lunch or dinner, or they have started to have the option to mobile order food from here like you can in the parks. This was a great option because we could order our lunch while sitting at the pool and then go pick it up once it was ready. On one night, I saw that mobile ordering was available, but another night that we tried to actually mobile order, it wasn't. So I'm not quite sure how they're working the mobile order right now, but it was convenient when it was working. Now the food here is typical poolside food. We had a delicious club sandwich, there's burgers, fries, chicken strips, etc. Another option at Off the Hook is breakfast, but rather than mobile ordering or eating at the restaurant, you actually have to get in line, and that line can get long to order and then get your food to go. An option that's nice for some is that they actually allow you to eat your takeout in Ama Ama. So if you want the views you can only get at Ama Ama, but you don't want to pay the price, do it in the mornings with food from Off the Hook. Off the Hook is also where you can get the Mickey-shaped waffles. And they also have a morning coffee bar with all sorts of coffee drinks. Word of warning, my husband did get the Aulani special, which is a coconut and macadamia flavored mocha, and he said it was very, very sweet. So if sweet's not your thing, but you still want that Hawaiian coffee drink, ask for it either to be half or even maybe a quarter sweet, or get something different. I got the caramel macchiato, and it was actually quite good and not sweet at all. If you're looking for something quicker, one option is ULU Cafe. Here they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We loved this place for a variety of reasons. The first reason is that you can get pizza here, and it's quite good and one of the cheapest meals you can get in all of Aulani. You can get one of their pre-designed pizzas or build your own. We got the Hawaiian, and it was loaded with thick cut ham and lots of pineapple. We actually got it twice, once on our first night so we could sit by the pool and enjoy it, and another time on our last night so we could eat in our room on our balcony watching the luau. There are many other options at ULU Cafe, including breakfast options such as a breakfast burrito and grab-and-go things such as salads and desserts. And this is where you are going to find those unique Disney design desserts like you find at the parks. ULU Cafe is also where you will find the refillable popcorn buckets and refillable cups. This is one of my best tips for Alani. Now at Alani, you can purchase a popcorn bucket for $10 and get as many refills throughout your stay for $3 each. And if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, you actually get those refills for free. And if you've ever had Disney popcorn, I swear it is the best. And the refillable cups, these were amazing. Once you purchase the cup, you can refill them as much as you want at one of the 3 refilling stations around the pool area. And you can also refill with cocoa, tea, and coffee at ULU Cafe and coffee at Off the Hook in the mornings. Now the cups, you have 2 choices. One is plastic, and it's about $23, and then you have to pay tax. And then the second one is a stainless steel cup, and they're $35, and you also would have to pay tax. But the $35 stainless steel ones were the way to go. They're very heavy, sturdy, and they make a great souvenir to take home and drink your coffee in. When you're sad and depressed, you're not at Aulani anymore. Now, I mentioned earlier that there's 3 refilling stations around the pool area to refill those refillable cups. Now, it uses those soda machines where you get to pick a multitude of flavors. And one thing I did find is that there's kind of a secret hidden one that really no one knows about. So where you're going to find that refilling station is actually like you're going to head to the entrance to Ama Ama, but you're going to swing left like you're headed to the Halavai Lawn, and it's on your right where the Off the Hook mobile order pickups are. You'll see it there hidden, tucked back, and no one's ever there. I didn't see a single person every single time. Whereas the other 2 locations, which are located at the ULU Cafe and then right near Mama's Snack Stop, we're busy all the time with actual long lines. So this was a great little tip that someone had pointed out, and I'm so glad I knew about it. Another dining option, which is close to ULU Cafe, is the Wailana Pool Bar. You can sit at one of the nearby tables and order from here and have someone serve you. We did this on our first day, and it was very easy and convenient. You can also walk up and order food and drinks to go. Another quick option is Mama's Snack Stop. Here they serve things such as chicken strips, fish and chips, and coconut shrimp. We didn't eat here, but it looked like lots of food and actually very good. And I've heard the coconut shrimp are some of the best on the island. Now during those hot days out by the pool in Hawaii, you're going to want a sweet treat. And one of the places you can get a sweet treat is Papalua Shave Ice. Here is where you can get the Mickey-shaped shave ice, which is very popular. But my favorite sweet treat was actually the Dole Whip. And this can be found at Little OPE's, which is located right there near the lagoon. You can get the famous Dole Whip here, and they also have a pineapple and watermelon swirl, which was very tasty and refreshing when you're laying out there on that hot beach. And they also are now serving Dole Whip at ULU Cafe, but they don't have the watermelon there, they have vanilla. So if you're looking for just plain vanilla ice cream, or if you want the pineapple and vanilla swirl, that is also extremely good. Now, at OPE's, there's also boba teas, chocolate-covered pineapple and bananas on a stick, and Mickey-shaped ice cream. And if you find yourself at the pool area or you're at the lagoon and you don't want to leave your lounge chair, which is understandable considering how hard they are to get a hold of, there's also poolside service. With poolside service, waiters and waitresses come around, hand out menus, and take your order, delivering it right to your lounge chair. You can get options such as burgers, chicken strips, and delicious adult beverages. The kids' meals are great because they get to essentially build their own. My kids loved the chicken strips. One would get his with double the fries, and the other would get hers with double the apple slices. It worked out so easy. Now, if you're looking for a dining experience like none other, you might want to go to the Luau. This was not something we did, but it does get rave reviews. It's on the more expensive side and something you have to make sure to reserve as soon as the reservations open, which is at least 120 days in advance. The Luau is only held on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, so also keep that in mind when you're planning. To be completely transparent, one of the reasons we didn't book the Luau is because I had requested a room overlooking the Halavai lawn where the Luau is held. This was a tip I had heard about. We were lucky enough to get this request and had a perfect view of the luau each night it was going. We were able to eat our Hawaiian pizza from ULU Cafe on our lanai, enjoy some tropical beverages, and watch the luau not surrounded by a bunch of people. It was actually really wonderful. Now, I can't speak to the food at the luau, but the luau itself is very well done. I love how Disney has incorporated components of all the Disney that we know and love. For instance, Mickey and Minnie getting up on the stage and doing the luau, and then they tell the story of Maui, which we all know kind of through the movie Moana. It was really cool and just enjoyable and definitely kid-friendly. Lastly, I do want to mention a few dining options near Aulani, but they're not tied to Aulani. These options are great if you're looking for something that's maybe not quite as expensive as Aulani, or if you just can't eat another single Mickey waffle. So starting off, I want to start with a breakfast place called Eggs and Things. There are several locations across the island, but this one was great and highly recommended by so many people when staying at Aulani. The food was absolutely amazing. I had probably the best omelet I have ever had, and the kids said that it was the best breakfast ever. Who wouldn't with a pile of whipped cream like that? Also, their breakfast potatoes are unreal. They were like tiny JoJo's with so much flavor. And if you're looking for something a little different, try Mexican food. Makahiki Cantina has some delicious Mexican food. The salsas and guacamole were both very fresh and really good. They had a chips and salsa appetizer with guacamole, and each one was so delicious. We loved every single one, which is rare. And the fajitas were super flavorful, and the kids loved both of their kids' meals. Overall, we loved everything we had here. Another popular spot for Aulani guests to frequent is Monkey Pod. Monkey Pod is a chain restaurant that has another location in Waikiki and 2 more locations in Maui. They are famous for their lilikoi foam topped Mai Tais. These are absolutely delicious. Here's some advice. Go during happy hour from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. You get $4 off the Mai Tais, half off any of the non-seafood appetizers, and their pizzas are only $13, except the one with seafood on it. But honestly, their best pizza probably is the Kahlua pork and pineapple pizza with macadamia nut pesto. It was absolutely amazing, and my husband said this is his new favorite pizza. My son also loved their fresh fish and chips. If the coffee at Aulani is not doing it for you, then right next door to Monkey Pod is a Starbucks. Or you can also head next door to the Four Seasons, which is just a short walk on the path near the lagoon. Here you can find coffee at their Hokalia coffee bar, where you can also pick up breakfast items. Their breakfast burrito was actually very good, and so was the lilikoi-filled malasada. But their coffee was a little bit on the weak side, so I would stick with Starbucks. Also at the Four Seasons are 2 restaurants that are very popular with Aulani guests, and those are Mina's Fish House and Noe. With those 2, you also want to make sure you make reservations ahead of time. With so many options at Aulani, you have the option to never leave the resort. This makes it so convenient and also relaxing to not have to worry. But the downside to this is that it is extremely expensive. Hawaii in general is expensive due to the extra costs it takes food to get to the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So be prepared to shell out a lot. You can save money by getting snacks and stuff at Costco or a nearby store, and many people go this route. Or if you have a villa with a kitchen, you could opt to prepare some of your own meals. We just went all out and dined in and near the resort, and it was worth it to us to have that full vacation experience no matter the cost. Either way you choose to do it, you are sure to find something for everyone to enjoy and have memorable dining experiences at Aulani. Thank you for joining me and letting me share with you about the dining options at Aulani. If you have any more questions about Aulani, feel free to leave your question in the comments. Also, make sure to hit subscribe so you can see more of my videos to help inspire your next travel destination and to help you travel savvy.